Hi folks, welcome to this short demo of Merlin. One of the core skills as a manager is making decisions and often making difficult decisions. Have you ever found yourself making a decision to choose between which team member to let go from your team? It is surely a difficult one. So let's see how Merlin guides a manager who's stuck in this dilemma. So Merlin, I often find myself struggling with making difficult decisions. I don't know how to approach them. Can you please guide me?
Looks like you need help with decision making and critical thinking. Should I show you some tips that might work?
Yeah, I think decision making would be good. Thank you.
Great. Decision making can indeed be a challenging aspect of leadership. Here are some tips to help you navigate this skill. 1. Define the problem. Clearly define the issue at hand and the desired outcome. This will help you focus on the most important factors when making a decision. 2. Gather information. Collect all relevant data and information related to the decision. This will provide a solid foundation for your choice. 3. Consider alternatives. Explore different options and weigh the pros and cons of each. This will help you make a more informed decision. 4. Evaluate consequences. Anticipate the potential outcomes of each alternative and consider the short-term and long-term impacts. 5. Make the decision. Once you have thoroughly assessed the options, make a confident decision and take responsibility for it. When it comes to critical thinking, it's important to analyze the situation objectively and make well-reasoned judgments. This involves examining the evidence, considering different perspectives, and being open to changing your mind based on new information. Would you like more details or examples on any of these tips? Or is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
Yeah, this is a very interesting framework. I think it's applicable. I'm just struggling with the decision that I need to make right now. So, my company management has requested me to identify one team member that we need to let go of due to cost cutting measures. I don't know how to approach it. Can you suggest how we go about it?
I understand that this is a difficult situation to navigate. When it comes to making decisions about letting go of a team member, it's crucial to approach it with empathy and fairness. Here are some steps you can consider. 1. Review performance. Evaluate the performance of each team member objectively. Consider factors such as productivity, quality of work, collaboration, and adherence to company values. 2. Consider the impact. Assess the potential impact of letting go of each team member on the team's dynamics, workload distribution, and overall productivity. 3. Consult with our. It's important to involve your HR department in this process to ensure that all legal and ethical considerations are taken into account. 4. Communicate transparently. If possible, have an open discussion with the team member in question about the situation. Provide constructive feedback and offer support in their transition. 5. Support the team. Communicate the decision to the rest of the team with transparency and empathy. Offer support to the remaining team members to address any concerns they may have. This is a challenging decision, and it's important to approach it with care and consideration for the well-being of the team members involved. I hope this provides some guidance. If you need more specific advice on this matter or any other aspect of leadership, feel free to ask for further details or examples.
Yeah, you're right. I think I definitely need to care. I need to take care about the well-being of everyone in the team. So right now, I have an option of letting go either Mark or Lucy. Now, these are the two team members that I'm contemplating between. I think others are pretty good when it comes to their performance. Both of them are almost at par in terms of productivity, quality of work, collaboration, and also teams and companies' values. If I think about the impact, probably Lucy might have a lesser impact because she's handling lesser responsibilities. Um, what do you think?
It's clear that you're considering this decision thoughtfully, and it's commendable that you're taking the well-being of your team into account. When faced with such a close decision, it can be helpful to consider additional factors that might influence the outcome. In this scenario, you might want to consider the potential for growth and development for each team member. For example, if one team member has shown more potential for improvement or growth in their role, that could be a factor to consider. Additionally, you may want to assess the future needs of the team and the company. Consider which team members' skills and expertise are more aligned with the direction in which the team and the company are heading. This could help you make a decision that aligns with the long-term goals of the organization. Lastly, it's important to consider the impact on the team dynamics and morale. If one team member has a particularly strong relationship with the rest of the team or plays a critical role in maintaining a positive team culture, that could be a factor to consider. Ultimately, it's a complex decision, and it's important to weigh all these factors carefully. I hope this additional perspective helps you in making the best decision for your team. If you need further assistance in evaluating these factors or any other aspect of this decision, feel free to ask for more details or examples.
Okay, this is interesting. Now, I was thinking Lucy, but now since you've given me some extra criteria to think about, I think Lucy has a stronger long term impact on our team and the company. I think Mark is doing the job that he's doing really well, but I don't really see him growing further. And maybe in 6 months' time, he might get frustrated in this role, and I may not have a new role for him. But on the other hand, he has very good relationship with the rest of the team. Yeah, a little bit confused. I am leaning towards retaining Lucy and letting Mark go.
It's clear that you've put a lot of thought into this decision, and it's great to see that you're considering both the short-term and long-term impact on the team and the individuals involved. It's a tough decision to make, especially when both team members have valuable contributions and relationships within the team. In this situation, it seems like you're leaning towards retaining Lucy due to her potential long-term impact and growth within the team and the company. It's important to consider the future needs of the team and the potential for each team member's development. While it's never easy to let go of a team member, it's crucial to make decisions that align with the long-term goals and sustainability of the team and the organization. If you feel that this decision is aligned with the best interests of the team and the company, and it's based on a thoughtful and fair assessment, then it may be the right choice. If you need any further support or guidance on this decision or any other leadership challenges, feel free to ask for more details or examples. I'm here to help.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'm just thinking, is there a way I can ensure that none of my own biases are coming into this and I'm actually doing a fair assessment between Mark and Lucy?
It's great that you're aware of the potential for biases to influence your decision-making process. Bias can inadvertently impact our judgments, and it's important to take steps to mitigate its influence, especially in sensitive decisions like this one. One effective way to address biases in decision-making is to gather input and perspectives from other trusted colleagues or stakeholders. Seeking diverse viewpoints can help you gain a more comprehensive understanding of the situation and provide valuable insights that you might not have considered on your own. Additionally, you can create a structured evaluation process that includes specific criteria for assessing each team member. This can help ensure that your assessment is based on objective measures rather than subjective impressions. Furthermore, it can be helpful to take some time to reflect on your own decision-making process. Consider the factors that are influencing your decision and whether any personal biases might be at play. This self-awareness can help you make more objective and fair decisions. Lastly, if your company has a formal review or evaluation process, ensure that you are aligning your decision with any established guidelines or policies to maintain fairness and transparency. By taking these steps, you can help ensure that your decision-making process is as fair and objective as possible. If you need further assistance in addressing biases in decision-making or any other aspect of leadership, feel free to ask for more details or examples. I'm here to support you.
That's great. I think that's a great input. I will take the suggestions from my manager as well, what she has to say about it. Additionally, can you help me create an exhaustive framework to assess both Mark and Lucy so that I'm being really objective here? I'll present the same to my manager as well.
Absolutely. Creating a comprehensive framework for assessing Mark and Lucy will help ensure that your evaluation process is thorough and objective. Here's a suggested framework that you can use as a starting point. 1. Performance metrics. Productivity. Assess each team member's output and efficiency in completing tasks and projects. Quality of work. Evaluate the accuracy, thoroughness, and effectiveness of their work. Collaboration. Consider their ability to work effectively with others, contribute to team efforts, and communicate openly. 2. Skills and expertise. Technical skills. Evaluate their proficiency in the specific skills required for their roles. Leadership potential. Assess any potential for leadership or mentorship based on their current skills and behaviors. 3. Alignment with company values. Adherence to values. Consider how their actions and behaviors align with the core values and culture of the company. 4. Potential for growth. Development opportunities. Identify areas where each team member has shown potential for growth or improvement. Future role fit. Assess how well their skills and aspirations align with potential future needs of the team or the company. 5. Team dynamics. Relationship with team. Evaluate the impact of each team member's relationships and interactions within the team. Contribution to team morale. Consider their influence on team dynamics and overall morale. 6. Additional input. Peer feedback. Gather insights from their colleagues about their working relationships, contributions, and potential for growth. Self-assessment. Encourage Mark and Lucy to provide self-assessments to gain their perspectives. By using this framework, you can systematically assess each team member across multiple dimensions, which can help ensure a fair and comprehensive evaluation process. Feel free to tailor this framework to the specific needs and dynamics of your team and company. If you need further assistance in customizing this framework or any other aspect of leadership, feel free to ask for more details or examples. I'm here to support you.
Yeah, can you provide me more examples of how to tailor this framework for my situation?
Certainly, tailoring the framework to your specific situation can help ensure that it addresses the unique dynamics and requirements of your team and company. Here are some examples of how you can customize the framework. 1. Performance metrics. Productivity. For your team, productivity might be measured in terms of project completion rates, meeting deadlines, or achieving specific targets related to your industry or function. Quality of work. Consider the specific quality standards and expectations for deliverables in your industry or role. Collaboration. Given the nature of your team's work, collaboration might involve cross-functional teamwork, knowledge sharing, or contributing to a positive team culture. 2. Skills and expertise. Technical skills. Tailor this to the specific technical competencies required for your team's projects or initiatives. Leadership potential. If leadership potential is a key consideration, identify the behaviors and skills that indicate readiness for leadership roles within your team. 3. Alignment with company values. Adherence to values. Highlight specific examples of how each team member has demonstrated the company's values in their day-to-day work and interactions. 4. Potential for growth. Development opportunities. Identify growth areas that are particularly relevant to the future needs and strategic direction of your team and company. Future role fit. Consider the evolving needs of your team and company, and how each team member's skills and aspirations align with those needs. 5. Team dynamics. Relationship with team. Highlight specific instances where each team member's relationships and collaborations have positively impacted team performance or morale. Contribution to team morale. Provide examples of how each team member has contributed to a positive team culture or addressed challenges within the team. 6. Additional input. Peer feedback. Gather specific examples of how their colleagues have been positively impacted by their contributions or how they have supported the team's success. Self-assessment. Encourage Mark and Lucy to provide insights into their career aspirations and how they see themselves contributing to the team's future goals. By customizing the framework with these specific examples and considerations, you can ensure that it reflects the nuances of your team's dynamics and the expectations of your company. If you need further assistance in tailoring this framework or any other aspect of leadership, feel free to ask for more details or examples. I'm here to support you.
This is great. Thank you. I'm gonna create a spreadsheet right away and start working on it. And I'll also take inputs from my manager. So once I've identified who to let go, any tips that you can give me on how to communicate it to that person?
Certainly, communicating a decision to let go of a team member is a sensitive and challenging task. Here are some tips to help you navigate this conversation with empathy and professionalism. 1. Private setting. Schedule a private meeting with the individual to discuss the decision. This will allow for an open and confidential conversation. 2. Clarity and transparency. Be clear and direct about the decision, providing a brief and honest explanation for why the decision was made. Avoid ambiguous or vague language. 3. Compassion and empathy. Approach the conversation with empathy and understanding. Acknowledge the impact this decision may have on them and express gratitude for their contributions to the team. 4. Offer support. Provide information about any support or resources available to them during the transition period, such as career counseling, resume support, or networking opportunities. 5. Respect and dignity. Treat the individual with respect and dignity throughout the conversation. Allow them the opportunity to express their thoughts and feelings. 6. Follow up. After the initial conversation, follow up with the individual to address any questions or concerns they may have. Offer to provide a reference or support their job search if appropriate. Remember, this conversation is likely to be emotional for both parties, and it's important to approach it with care and consideration for the individual's well-being. If you need further guidance on how to handle this conversation or any other aspect of leadership, feel free to ask for more details or examples. I'm here to support you.
Thank you. That's helpful. So, when you say clarity and transparency, do you think it's okay that I can share all the data that I would have used and gathered in the framework that we just discussed?
Sharing the data and insights gathered from the comprehensive framework can indeed contribute to the transparency and fairness of the decision-making process. By sharing specific performance metrics, feedback, and other relevant information, you can provide a clear rationale for the decision, demonstrating that it was based on a thorough and objective assessment. However, it's important to approach this with sensitivity and discretion. While sharing the overall rationale and key insights can be valuable, it's essential to communicate this information in a way that respects the individual's privacy and maintains a professional tone. Consider summarizing the key findings and insights from the assessment framework, highlighting the areas that influence the decision. This can help the individual understand the reasoning behind the decision while respecting the confidentiality of specific feedback or evaluations. Ultimately, the goal is to provide a transparent and respectful explanation for the decision, while also demonstrating that the decision was made thoughtfully and fairly. If you need further guidance on how to share this information or any other aspect of leadership, feel free to ask for more details or examples. I'm here to support you.
Thank you. This was really helpful. One last question from my side. Um, let's say I'm sitting in that discussion. I've never sat in these discussions before. So, how do I open the conversation?
Opening the conversation in a compassionate and respectful manner is important to set the tone for the discussion. Here's a suggested approach for opening the conversation. 1. Express empathy. Start by expressing empathy and understanding. You can begin the conversation by acknowledging that you understand that this is a difficult and sensitive topic to discuss. 2. Clarify the purpose. Clearly state the purpose of the meeting. You can explain that the meeting is to discuss an important decision that has been made regarding their role within the team or the company. 3. Acknowledge contributions. Acknowledge the individual's contributions and the value they have brought to the team. Express appreciation for their efforts and the positive impact they have made. 4. Transition to the topic. Transition the conversation to the specific decision that has been made. You can explain that you want to provide transparency about the decision and discuss the rationale behind it. By opening the conversation with empathy, clarity, and appreciation for the individual's contributions, you can create a supportive and respectful environment for the discussion. If you need further assistance in preparing for this conversation or any other aspect of leadership, feel free to ask for more details or examples. I'm here to support you.
Yeah, can you give me an example of this opening statement or paragraph that I should use? If you can help me design that.
Certainly. Here's an example of an opening statement that you can use to initiate the conversation. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. I want to start by acknowledging that the topic we're about to discuss is a difficult and sensitive one. I recognize the impact that this conversation may have, and I want to assure you that it's important to me to approach it with empathy and respect. Your contributions to our team have been valuable, and I appreciate the dedication and effort you have shown. Today, I wanted to have an open and transparent conversation about a decision that has been made regarding your role within the team. I believe it's important to provide clarity and have an honest discussion about the rationale behind this decision. I want to ensure that you have a full understanding of the situation and that we can address any questions or concerns you may have. This opening statement sets a compassionate and transparent tone for the conversation, expressing empathy and appreciation while also clarifying the purpose of the meeting. Feel free to adapt this example to fit your personal style and the specific dynamics of your team and company. If you need further assistance or have any other questions, feel free to ask for more details or examples. I'm here to support you.
Thank you. This was really helpful. I think I have a lot of homework to do. I'm just going to go there and do that and let you know how it goes. Thank you again.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could assist you. Best of luck with your preparations, and please feel free to reach out if you need further support or guidance. I'm here to help. Take care, and I look forward to hearing how everything goes. Good luck.